Welcome to WYCE's Community Close-Up. Community Close-Up is our weekly public affairs program produced in partnership with the Rapidian, a hyper-local news service of the Grand Rapids Community Media Center. Community Close-Up brings you a diverse perspective from community leaders throughout West Michigan. I'm your host, John Rumery, and it's my pleasure to welcome to our program this week guest Fridah Kanini, the founder and CEO of A Glimpse of Africa. Hi.
Thank you so much for having me, John.
Oh, this is very nice. Very nice to meet you today. All right, Fridah, let's just get started. What inspired you to start A Glimpse of Africa, and what was your vision for the organization?
Thank you so much for the question. I really appreciate you guys welcoming me back. The vision and mission of A Glimpse of Africa was to unite Africans and make sure that we have their representation here in West Michigan, and also being able to remove or reduce the language, cultural, and systemic barriers for people coming here to West Michigan that are new to all of the things that happen here. So that was the goal, just to really make it easier for integration and have a successful, thriving life here in West Michigan as a new American, specifically African immigrants and refugees like myself.
Since you started it, what have you seen any changes, or have you experienced any changes in the program?
Absolutely, yes. So first, as I mentioned, myself, I'm an immigrant originally from Kenya. And I moved here almost 20 years ago, and I call now West Michigan home. I've seen a huge increase of awareness of the immigrants and refugee populations because of the work we've been doing. So our advocacy is actually making an impact. So I've seen that become very real. I've also noticed that we have more spaces where people can bring their concerns because we've created the table. We do mental health and wellness. We do, of course, the main thing that is well known by everybody, the cultural celebration, a huge 2-day festival downtown. And that has continued to grow. Since we started, I had 1 day, now it's 2 days. So that has really changed for the best. We've also had the regular challenges with where there is more people than the community, than what we can do. So I always have capacity needs, and also, of course, needing volunteers and funding. That's one of the big things. The more you grow, the more needs you have. But the impact is really real. We've seen lots of advocacy policy changes that we've made a big difference. And also we do big programming like economic empowerment. We've seen more and more vendors come prepared to sell their products at our festival.
All right. Well, you mentioned your festival. Let's talk a little bit about that. I have down the dates are August 9th and 10th. You mentioned that it went to 2 days, so it's growing at Calder Plaza, Saturday from 10:30 in the morning to 11 p.m. and Sunday from 10:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. What can people expect if you've never been there? How would you explain the vibe or the feeling of what the festival's like?
The best word I can use is vibrant. It's beautiful, it's colorful, great lineup of entertainment, traditional dances from different groups in our community here, like the South Sudanese community. We have Congolese groups also performing. We have people from different parts of Africa who have formed different bands also doing music. There is a time we will call people on stage to walk and showcase their clothing from different countries and or their fashion designs. We have a wonderful lineup of food vendors that will be showcasing different foods, including even Jamaican food, Kenyan food, Congolese food, South and Northern Sudan food, different really variety of great cuisines that will be showcased. A lot of desserts, lots to drink and eat. And most importantly, we have educational booths for families and children to learn more about the community that is here from Africa. And also, of course, we do have our many activities that will be taking place. So it's really, really beautiful, colorful, and exciting.
Let's go back to the food. Give me some ideas, how would you describe the food?
The food will be different variations. If you know anything about Africa, it's 54 countries. So the representation doesn't even come close to covering all 54 countries, but you'll be able to taste really delicious meals from different parts. You will have some spicy food from the Caribbean side, which is also another Black group of community members that come to join us. You will taste food from right here, from people who are making soul food. You will taste food that is delicious and very sweet from Sudan community. To be having Arabic influence or Indian influences from Kenya. We will have also some food from the central and the east, which will be representing places like Congo and Kenya, as I mentioned. Also, we have West Africa, which is spicy food. We have some Nigerian food that is represented and some also Liberian food. So the variety is amazing. Spicy to non-spicy to medium to sweet to delicious.
So if I was to go there and I didn't really, I wanted to talk to people, I could ask questions, right? Say, hey, I want some, I don't like spicy food, or I love spicy food. Somebody would be there to kind of guide me through, because it sounds amazing.
Absolutely. And I forgot to mention one of the main food people know here in Grand Rapids is Ethiopian food. So they'll be there selling their food. And most people know there are some representation of Ethiopian restaurants here.
Right.
So if you love Ethiopian food as well, don't miss it.
Oh, it sounds incredible. Fridah, what do you wish that more people in West Michigan understood about African culture or the African immigrant experience in West Michigan? What would you like, besides having a fun time, what would you like to leave people with, like, thinking about?
One of the things I wanted to say today also is that there is difficulties when you're moving here. I actually founded this organization based on my own personal lived experiences that were not easy. So it's a wonderful community of, great resources here in West Michigan, but it's not easy to access. So accessing resources and knowing where to go for different things because of language, cultural, and also system barriers, it can be very difficult. But with the way we have stationed ourselves, it's becoming more and more easier for people with language barrier to come to us as an organization. So I just want to say, be welcoming, be eager to learn, be eager to support people who are coming here as new community members because they bring so much strength. The immigrant population has great variety of wonderful strength they bring to the community. So I invite everybody to join hands with us as a Glimpse of Africa, make a better experience for a new person like myself and others. And we'll be all a wonderful, great community.
That sounds like a perfect weekend in West Michigan. So you mentioned earlier that as you grew, there's like pain sometimes with growth, not pain, but there's growing pains. And if you're needing to find more volunteers, perhaps, what can people do besides attending to your events to support your mission year-round?
Year-round, people can join our committees. We do have a mental health and wellness committee that supports doing different activities. We do have monthly listening sessions that need planning and organizing. So anytime anybody has time in their hands, they can support us. In-kind donations are very much appreciated. So please, if anybody has any in-kind donations as well, their talents, whatever they can offer, that's well appreciated. Also, of course, if you are connected to a funder that likes to support the work we are doing, we'll appreciate funding as well. And also, of course, the other thing we always ask people is to reach out to us and learn more. So just be an advocate, be a voice for us when we are not in the room. So being an ally, being a partner, we are looking for that from everybody.
Well, was there anything, we're wrapping up our time here, is there anything that I didn't ask or that something you'd like to share with us that we didn't cover?
So people can follow us on our social media handles. We do have Facebook. It's a Glimpse of Africa GR. We do have also X. We do have LinkedIn, and we have Instagram and TikTok. So please look out for us, follow us, like, comment, reach out to us. You can also email us at info@aglimpseofafrica.org. So you can look out for information from any of our medias, or you can email us with any suggestions, ideas, or support. We are very wide open, and we want to thank WYCE for being a partner.
Well, thank you very much. It's very nice to meet you today. A Glimpse of Africa is a West Michigan-based nonprofit that brings people together by showcasing, educating, celebrating, and sharing diverse African cultures while fostering community through programs that voice, advocate for, and address African refugees and immigrant needs and disparities. You've been listening to WYCE's Community Close-Up, a weekly public affairs program produced in partnership with the Rapidian, a hyperlocal news service of the Grand Rapids Community Media Center. This is WYCE's John Rumery, and I thank you for joining us, and I thank you, Fridah.
Thank you so much.